in none other than Destiny and Destiny 2. With the game coming to an end, so to say, the DLC No More is coming out. They just kind of put a nice little ribbon at the end, some stuff for you still to do, things to get. Just going to talk about our experiences. I have some questions for our special guests today, who we'll introduce in a second. But yeah, it's a end of an era, incredible peaks, really low valleys, but an unrivaled experience is what Destiny 2 is. Nothing has ever come close. I used to have dreams about it. Even when I stopped, I would have dreams about it. There's nothing like it. And at the same time, there's nothing like it, right? Everyone knows we've been there. Destiny. But yeah, just to get us started, we'll introduce ourselves in a second. I'll say your names and you guys say who you are and your favorite class to start. In this order, let's go Kyle, J Mike, Michael, Brian, and Joel. In that order, go ahead.
All right, hey, my name is Kyle the Dude, joining over from the download queue. Been playing Destiny since D1 beta as a hunter main. I am now, with the game ending, dabbling more into the other classes, playing the Titan. You guys know Titan is fun. Yeah, like, it's a fun class. Like, you got the solar hammers going, man. You guys should try playing other classes.
What's up? I'm J-Mac. I played D1 and D2, mainly a PvP guy.
Hi, my name is Mike Jones. I've been I've been a Destiny player since, I want to say, the alpha back in June. But I would say Destiny 1 was my Titan days. I was a very heavy Titan main. Unorthodox, but Void main. I was always the support class. And then jumping over to D2, I would say Hunter, Arc Hunter was my main stay for many, many hours.
Nice. All right, let's no more. My part, J Mike, I'm gonna put you as No Land, just like the old times. All right, go ahead, No Land Beyond.
All right, what's up? I'm J Mike, or No Land Beyond. I played D1 and D2 primarily PvP. I'm a hunter main, but I always played the other characters just to understand matchups better. So I was always about the counterplay and the gunplay and the gameplay. And spent more than 10 years on D1, D2.
And of course, you know me, it's Brian, half of UWN Nerd, and I did the math, and with a 1,168 hours and 11 minutes, your boy is the Titan main through and through. And of course, how could I not be the shield of the group? I swear to God, Destiny 1, I almost avoided like the Void class because I didn't like the bubble back then. And then once, I believe it was the PAX West demo for Destiny 2, where we did the intro mission to the Red War, and I got my hands on the Shield Titan. Boy, I was Captain Americaing everything through and through, and I never looked back.
Yeah. All right. I'm the other half of United We Nerd. My name is Joel, or if you've seen me online, Acoustic Avenger. I think it's Krogan Avenger now. Beta, Alpha, Warlock. D1, I would switch off back and forth. D2, I was still Warlock main, but utility-wise, I was all three. I would get all the exotics for all three. Like, what do you need? You need a Titan? I'm there. You need a Hunter? I'm there. You need a Warlock? Of course, I got you. Getaway Artist, Arc Soul, best friend for a long time. Yeah, just a good time. Like I said before, very high peaks, very low valleys, but still kept coming back. Good time. Got my Warlock jacket back here. Always repping that Rift. So many good times, so many good saves. Yeah, let's first question I had for you guys. What kept you coming back? What was like, you know what? Another game came out. Doesn't matter. It's still D2. We'll just go in the same order. You guys say what kept you coming back. Start with Kyle.
Man, for me, it's Bungie. At the end of the day, especially with everything going on, we'll probably touch on that later. Been doing a lot of thinking. Halo Campaign Evolved just came out too. Feels like classic Bungie. I'm playing Marathon. I'm like, man, Bungie just has a game feel. So that's what kept me coming back, but also story. I have all but one Grimoire book right behind me. I literally was reading it on my Kindle. I have it digitally too. Guess what? Bought 2 versions. And I was reading it last night to go to bed, learning about Anna Bray more,
Nice.
just it's the story. It's the deep lore, the interconnectedness of everything. You're doing a strike and there's story behind it, right? It's not just a mission you're grinding. And some games it feels grindy for grindy's sake. We all know, man, Destiny was grindy, but there's that story, the payoffs were there year to year too. So even week to week, man, they were doing it week to week at one point. So that's you had to come back for one thing in a lot of ways, but story and the fact that it's just Bungie, man. At the end of the day, Bungie means a lot to me, and yeah, that's why I kept coming back.
Yeah.
All right, so I kept coming back. It was the PvP grind, and it didn't feel so grindy to me because I had fun trying to stomp on people. But like, it was always trying to get the best rank and the best gear, but like having good fundamentals in PvP, like outsmarting your opponent. I always thought like there was no bad matchups. It was always like something that you could have optimized better or taken a different approach. So I had this really analytical approach to playing the PvP, and so it was never, oh, that shit's cheap. It's more like, oh, I could be better. I could optimize this loadout, or I could have reacted differently. So it was the learning experience for me that kept me coming back.
I guess it's my turn. Kyle somewhat touched on it, where it the lore in the story, the underlying story, kept me coming back. Even though the in game and like Bungie presented story is somewhat lackluster at the time. The lore and like My Name is Vive kept it very interesting. Like the even though I never played it, the Equilibrium dungeon and uh uh the stuff going on with Dredgen Vale was far more interesting than I was in the Renegades storyline. Other than that, I think it was the belief in Bungie to pull it together. Like they've always, even if it's been a shitty time with like layoffs or a bad DLC, which in the case of what was the Kepler Edge of Fate, they were always able to like bounce back with something that we actually wanted. Like say the April update, the time before that was crappy, but the April update kind of saved the game. So I guess in a sense I had a optimistic view of Bungie at the time.
I pretty much agree. Like there's always like I feel like Destiny as a franchise has always had peaks and valleys. But there's always been something that kind of latches you back on cuz like I remember what like I know when like Forsaken came out in Destiny 2, I know that that wasn't like a lot of people's favorites like back then, but then there's always like the next thing. Like there's always something that Bungie did to kind of like revitalize the game. For me mostly like because you guys hit like a whole bunch of like the really like good points as far as like what made Destiny. Like for me it's like they never failed to make big moments, whether it was big
Mhm.
story moments, big action moments. There was always something that I felt whenever we would squad up and play, it was like, oh my god, I can't believe we're doing this. Like I guess this is recent memory, just kind of like the whole finale with like the final shape. Like that was
Oh
a
yeah.
10-year promise. What other game franchise has ever said that in 10 years we are going to have this big bombastic like finale to a story that we are trying to tell? And yeah, there wasn't there were some hits and misses along the way, but I feel like at the end of the day, they always knew how to use their storytelling methods as well as just like their gameplay design and just like the overall ambiance of the environments and the way the guns sound, the way the powers work, just like was like a beautiful meld into something that a lot of I'm not gonna say knockoffs, but like people that try to be Destiny just never could hit.
For sure. You guys touched on all the things I think I'm in agreement with. I just want to say, like, yeah, those cool moments of moments of triumph, haha, sure. But it's honestly, it was like the friendship aspect of it too, especially like let's squad up, let's share those sick moments. One I'll share was long time ago, just me and these two guys, like, dude, there's this secret portal on this planet called Io. Let's go. There's a secret sniper rifle you could get. And, just having that cool moment of what's this mystery and finding out. And it was just cool to share those like kick ass moments. And anecdotally, I'll share a few more, but just, the community, and it felt good. And even like, there's like they did like a big community event that was live. The payoff was okay. Lore wise, it was really cool. But it's like we're waiting for like 5 hours for fucking the satellite thing to drop. I already forgot the name.
The Almighty.
Thank you, the Almighty. Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, that's interesting. We're doing this. Okay. But it
We
just
are.
yeah. And they didn't do anything with it yet. Maybe I guess they won't, but I was expecting a DLC. We go in there, we save that Guardian there. But the mystery behind it too kept me coming back, especially in one. We'll talk more about that. The story was like leaving me with like, where's more? Like I need more. And that's why I kept coming back to. And you got Mike touched on it a little, but I just wanted to say, did you guys have a favorite DLC from 1 and 2? Just think about that. Let it maybe marinate for a second. I definitely have one I'm going to shout out for sure. But yeah, what's your guys' favorite DLC? Or it could just be base game too. If you want to say the Red War, you want to say we fought that Gate Lord with, Peter Dinklage. You could say that too. But favorite DLC.
It's hard to. I think for me it would be. I would say the Red War, just for what it signified, and for me that's when Destiny and Destiny 2 became a multiplayer game. For the most part, I'm a single player guy in Destiny. I load in, obviously do the matchmaking stuff, no problem. Would find people to do raids, but I didn't have a core group. On D1, played it very casually. D2 went to PC, finally got people at work to play it with me. So we were squatting up, doing mostly the 3-player dungeons and grinding the, repeating. What's the Prophecy was one that we did a lot. That was kind of the era where we really got into it, but it was Red War, like jumping to PC. That's when I hopped over to Steam, built a PC for that. So it just signified a lot. And I think that's where Destiny 2 for me became like a video game, and where I was like, whoa, I'm like putting time, effort, thinking about this, putting intention behind what I'm looking for. Right? I just wasn't doing that in games before. So that jump to PC, having more people play with me really kind of made it so. I think that, and the Red War was special. I'm listening to Destiny music right now, and that song, the music came on when you're injured after Gaul kicks you off the tower, and I'm like, oh, this music swelling is.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I came back. The music, it's just beautiful emotion. But yeah, that's. I think the Red War, just Destiny 2 is that start was so special and fun.
If I had to choose between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 as far as like which expansions or which segments of the game I think were my favorite, for Destiny 1, I always think of Rise of Iron as like something that really pulled to me, because it's like, okay, well, we know about Iron Banner. It's like we know what that is, but like this is like the first time we were able to actually really get into like some deep like lore about like why is Shaq, or no, why is
Saladin.
Saladin, thank you. Why is Saladin like the last Iron Lord? Like what happened to the other Iron Lords? Like what did the world look like before our time in Destiny? So I really dig the whole environment, especially just like the hangout space, like being on the edge of a cliff, like this old like ruin of like a temple kind of thing, and it's such like a cool environment that I really enjoyed. For Destiny 2, it's kind of a toss up really, and it's between I think it's like between Shadowkeep and the Witch Queen for me. Which is funny because I'm typically not like that big into like the Hive as far as like the enemy factions within, but I thought what they did with the game at the time was just so interesting, and it made you feel like you were like diving deeper into like this like mystery that's just like, what are the Hive, like what is this whole underground network of just like these weird insectoid like beings that are just trying so hard to like devour anything in their path. And then especially with the Witch Queen, it's like, what if other people had the light? It's like, what if other enemy units were able to become light bearers? It's like, how do you function with such an enemy? Like I remember it wasn't even like a strike or anything. I think it was just like a regular mission, but it was one of the story missions where we had to fight Joel, I don't remember the name of, but I think you remember, it was like in an outside area where we were fighting like a ghost Savathun, and it's just like there's just like light bearing Hive unit was just so powerful. It took us multiple attempts, and this was like a story mission. And I just remember like how tough it was. Like this felt like a big deal. Like it wasn't even like, it was like a no name like end of mission boss that I can't even remember. But I remember the feeling of being like, if this is what the Hive is like with the light, what would it be like if other enemy units had light or like light powers?
Nice.
I think for me, it's hard to kind of wrap my head around what the DLCs were because I was so PvP based. So I was trying to think about my answer this whole time as what was the PvP metas that I really enjoyed. And so, but it's funny because even as the PvP meta would evolve, I would still stick with hand cannon chaperone. Like that was my bread and butter, and it got my highest KDs, and it just worked for my play style, I guess. And I think like even when there was a bubble out, I would just slide in with my chaperone and headshot the Titan, and they would just die. And I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. like it works against any other all these other metas. But yeah, I can't really pinpoint different DLCs because I played pretty consistently the same play style and PvP regardless of what was going on.
I love how we just have
Nice.
played different games. It's so fascinating. It is
Yeah.
amazing, especially being more solo based. It's just like, wow, man, you sound like you are playing Marathon. I'm like, they're doing the same things now. It's just crazy. I've slid into a bubble and popped the destroyer with the Mizraya. Like, Bungie, man. Sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
So I think from my end, I was actually talking about this with my clan several weeks ago. Did you guys ever use the website that tracks the hours, or not the hours, the number of days and hours you spent in each DLC to see if you got the free emblem?
Oh, I don't think so. No.
Seasons.
Okay. So it the amount of hours I spent in Witch Queen doubled, almost doubled every DLC next to Final Shape. So it's kind of a toss up between those two for D2. And then D1 hands down has to be King's Fall. It was just out of nowhere, just a banger. And it really needed to be. Anything involving the Hive, I think, is just so fascinating and like rich with their hierarchy and how they came about. And Witch Queen deepened that even further by spoiler alert, making the Queen of Deception being deceived by a higher power, which mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
Oh yeah. It's funny you say, I know King's Fall is like the biggest, most popular. I actually didn't have a good experience with King's Fall with other people because just joining the raid and stuff. So I kind of like King's Fall. Like I look back, it was fun, but it's a little soured for me. It just at the time I didn't know how to like deal with people like that, you know. But for me, I think House of Wolves for D1 really sold it to me. Prison of Elders, we're chasing Skolas. That was cool. I thought that was cool. Loved horde mode, so Prison of Elders, I was like, I'm in, let's do it. I think one of the moments of triumph in D1 was like, you didn't even have to get flawless, you just have to do like 30 waves of fucking House of the Prison of Elders, and it counted. I was like, sick, let's do it. And I think in this other guy, I was like, you know, he's carrying us the last 2 minutes, we're just waiting. He's like, I got this, guys, I got this, and he fucking did.
My God.
So, yeah, House of Wolves for me was sick. Just seeing the Fallen, like, oh, they're not just scavengers; they can be powerful when they, you know, link up. And for D2, I was holding up the card earlier. Forsaken, Forsaken for me sold the game, and I was for me it would make me loyal until this like last year ish or last 2 years. After Curse of Osiris, I was cool, but it was a little rough. And Warmind was cool. I liked the escalation protocol, but I was like, I don't know, Destiny, like your next DLC's gotta like really like keep me here. And Forsaken blew me away. And you know, we got a bow, we're on a story of vengeance, you know, new raid, new dungeon, you know, oh my god, I can't believe I can't remember the name of that damn dungeon right now. But it was so cool, so expansive, it was huge. Dreaming City was really cool. Yeah, just Forsaken sold it for me, you know. And then I had I tried Last Wish for the first time. This guy was so patient. It took us way too long, like half the day. We still did it. And I was like, you know what? I still want to go back in, even though it was shitty. And eventually I would be would complete it all. I would flawless it twice. It's Forsaken has a special place in my heart. So it's just how it reinvigorated the game for me. So.
Mm-hmm.
The dungeon was Shattered Throne, right?
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I remember being carried through.
I haven't pulled up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was carried by two guys, like, it's okay, don't worry. And then later I would be taking people through, like, don't worry, we got this. I would eventually solo it, it's just,
I remember all the carries you gave me, man, in those PvEs.
Yeah, I mean, I did it for the ship too. I wanted the title. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't always the kindness of my heart, but it was still, Forsaken for me was it.
So Joel, going back to Escalation Protocol, do you remember ever doing the 9-man cheese?
9-man cheese. Probably. It sounds familiar.
Yeah. There was a glitch, right? And you just had overstacked your fire team, and like there's just hella people there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to talk about that later.
It was
so fun. We'll get to that, but fuck it. Let's just talk about it now. So for those who don't know, there was a good few months or month where you could time it right and get way too many guardians for an activity, and it was so fucking fun. We did Deep Stone Crypt with 12 people.
12 men.
Oh yeah, we did.
Garden
so
of
good.
Salvation with 12 people. That was nuts. There were too many call-outs. I actually wouldn't recommend that one.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck it, that was rough. Let's do Shattered Throne with 7 of us. We fucking did Shattered Throne in like 20 minutes because there was like 7 of us. Just that boss didn't stand a chance. It was so fucking funny. And this guy too, he joined our clan for like a week. He's like, yeah, man, whatever. He's like, dude, you want to do Shattered Throne with 7 of us or whatever? And he's like, yeah, man. So we just like showed him everything in like 20 minutes. And that shit was so funny. I think we did a Nightfall Grandmaster with like, no, we couldn't do Grandmasters. That was too difficult because people didn't have this thing. It was the Dead Man's Tale mission with like 7 people. That shit was funny. Just like, all right, 3 of you guys go down, 3 will wait here so we get the flawless. And then we would run it again. 3 people would run it and die, and the other people would wait and do flawless. So what a funny glitch that they had.
Oh my God.
And just, it was a good time. I think that made it super fun too. Like, I don't want to do this activity. Well, what about with 10 other people? It's like, yeah, we'll do it.
It just made it silly and lighthearted. That was really cool.
Yeah. And then they would take it and eventually do an activity for Final Shape that had 12 people. I was like, fucking finally. So that was a fun moment. I'm just, if you guys experienced it, did you guys, it sounds like Mike definitely took advantage of it. If you have a fun moment from that.
I didn't do any of those.
Sorry.
I said that looks like fun. I was probably working, honestly, during that.
Fair.
It's fair. It's a lot of commitment you have to put into doing those activities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think there was a raid that we did where we all tried the Celestial Hawk golden gun on a raid boss. So just like all 6 of us or something. Man, I don't know which raid it was, but I just remember melting the shit out of a raid boss like that. And yeah,
it's probably Deep Stone. We're like, just ignite the bird. Let's go, and just hear the full call. Help that motherfucker.
Oh man.
So go ahead. So the one that comes to mind, and I still laughed my ass off to this day, was the Crota Ethernet cord glitch.
Oh
God damn it!
I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
that's the one
I
where
never
you kept
participated
kneeling,
in
right?
the multi-man glitch, but that one still put its smiles on my face.
Oh, that actually reminded me of the cheese for Crota, where it's like you had to climb the tower before the drawbridge. And it's like it would like despawn all of the enemies across the way so you could just jump over and not have to fight anybody. Oh, dude, like I think out of all the raids, like Crota had like we've had so many instances in Crota of just trying all of the cheeses that people were talking about, like seeing if they work, seeing if they were like real or not. But just like I don't know, it's just like there's something about Crota that always like even if you've done it like hundreds and hundreds of times, it's just like yeah, I could go back in and do it. It's like I could try it a different way. Damn, that just like sparked a memory in my head. Damn.
I remember hearing
Yeah.
about the very first cheese in D1, Volta Glass, where the Solar Warlock would just chuck grenades at their feet until he fell off the map.
I remember hearing about that.
Oh, I remember that.
Just the very first cheese. I was like, oh my God, they just cheapened it so hard, but it was hilarious.
Fun stuff. One more before I move on. There was a weird glitch where weapons could have random perks, like there were regular like pistols with rockets and stuff, and like there was a assault rifle that was shooting like bazookas, and so they took that and made it into guns. You know, they're like, let's put fucking weird perks on swords, and I'm glad they're like, let's make it fun. So they're like, you know what? Let's get wacky. Fuck it. We're already like weird zombies shooting super moths. Why not? You know, I mean, that
The crafting?
yeah, the crafting. Yeah. You remembered. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was.
Oh, that one was fantastic.
Yeah. I missed it, but just seeing everyone's videos of just melting, you know, raid bosses with an assault rifle is just it was funny. We
Yeah.
talked about it a little bit, but I just wanted to say, you know, story, our favorite moments and stuff. You guys kind of pointed out with DLC, but I think for me, like Destiny 1's like first core story experience, I was like, that was it? Like, where are we going from here? And I think they took that to heart because like the story really evolved from there. And I just want to ask you guys like a favorite story beat or moment maybe you guys had, or even if it's just another cool like secret moment. But I think for me, it's a more recent one when the city was under attack from Lakshmi and the Vex, and like we worked together with the Fallen to defend the city, and like all the fucking tower heroes come out just to kick ass. It was just like a cool like Avengers like moment. I was like, oh hell yeah! Even Amanda's here with Chaperone. Like, come on, y'all, let's go kick some fucking robot ass. Like it felt good. Mithrax throwing down. It was cool, and especially in the old space for the oh my god, I can't remember this raid, the Insurrection Prime raid. You reusing that space was really cool. Scourge of the Past, thank you. That's what it's called. I love that. That was a fun raid, but I think for me that was a cool story beat. Just we've been through so much, you know, we've killed gods, but still there's still someone still fucking with us, and it's like, you know what, you're on our turf, fuck you, and we just like drove her out for the moment. That was a cool moment. If you guys have any other moments you want to share, or even maybe a
Scourge
moment
of
of
the
triumph for
Past.
you. Yeah, dude, Scourge of the Past was wild.
Yeah.
Man, there's like so many to choose from.
I know they that's the thing, they've made
I think that's
moments
what
so
I'm on.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's any standout or any that comes to mind.
I think Forsaken, you know, obviously Cade, rest in peace.
Yeah.
That moment and being like, what? And like they're really doing that. And like, all right, we got a big Destiny story, right? Red War was, I know, thematically good, but like again, it was like the D1, like, all right, there's more. Forsaken again was another breath of life into Destiny 2. And that moment was crazy. They just didn't want to pay him anymore. But I think it's just the emotion there. It still comes up. And then when you go back in Final Shape and kind of revisit it and he comes back, it just still hits in a way. And you're like, man, they built upon it from like that moment.
And I think it made it better just being able to have Nathan Fillion come back, and like he was like so like super juiced about like being able to just come back like one more time to be Cade again. I think that's what made it like even more special.
Yeah, like a proper goodbye.
Yeah.
I really like the sundial story with the Vex and going through the echoes of the corridors of time. Remember that big
That was
labyrinth that the
fun.
community had to solve? Like I wasn't like a
fun.
part of it solving it, but that was like the first time I was like, what the heck is going on? It's why when Marathon had
Yeah.
their weird ARG before it came out, I was a part of that. I got on the Discord. I was actively participating because I was like, I missed the Destiny one. I want to be a part of this one. So that whole idea of just going through different timelines and seeing and then finding our grave, which we never will know what that means, which is
Hold on.
but like that is like was so fascinating. And the whole idea of this giant machine taking us back, super cool.
Yeah.
That was like the peak of my playtime. Shadowkeep and Beyond Light have 700 hours between them. I'm looking at my chart. I'm like, whoa.
I'm looking at my stats too. I have 895 on Shadowkeep and 889 on Beyond Light.
Wow.
Yeah, it's mostly PvP too. That's
I know
wild.
you was going to say you're mostly PvP too. That's crazy.
Is that your
Wow,
corridor
that
shirt?
Yes.
Oh,
this is
bro,
my
beautiful shirt.
This is my favorite like zip up hoodie, and like I can't agree with you more. Like that was such like a, even though like the ironic thing is like, oh, they were buried, the Guardian was buried with their favorite weapon. And it's like, I've never seen this weapon before. I don't know. This ain't the Red Death. I don't know what this looks like. But no, like, but no, I can't agree with you more. Like I think a lot of the stuff with the Vex, it was just very interesting, especially just like with the idea of like a hive mind race that could just go through any reality anytime and just kind of, you know, there's like unlimited possibilities of what the Vex can do, and then tying in Saint 14 with that storyline where it's like he is like this feared being that like the Vex up until that point, it's like, oh, they're just like mindless killing machines. Like there's like nothing that they care for other than just taking over every reality. But then like finding out like, oh wait, but they do have one fear, and it's this like exo titan that's just been beating the crap out of them in every timeline, every reality. It's just like, so good.
Man, it's so hard to pick. All these are fantastic. I love the corridors and the rescuing State 14 during, what was it? Curse of Osiris?
I think so. We
Yes?
see his grave in Curse of Osiris, but there was some kind of off DLC where we actually like save him. I forgot which one. There was like some seasonal thing. I think.
Yes.
Something like that.
But I think I mentioned this during the DLC portion. Anything to do with the Vex gets my goat every time. Or not the Vex, the Hive. And the season with Heirs to Mourn becoming a Hive god.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Was honestly some of the best story writing. I think Bungie's done up until the final shape.
I just did some. Go ahead, sorry.
The whole finale. Yeah. The whole finale just hit so hard and like tied everything off with a nice, pretty bow.
I just did some quick research. The expansion where we save Saint 14 and bring him officially into like the game was Season of Dawn in Shadowkeep.
Oh, there we go.
Gotcha.
Much later, but much worth it. Very much worth it. Sorry, did you have one to say, J Mike? I was about to go trail off on a tangent.
Oh, the when we were talking about like hive memories. I think one of my hive memories was like in D1 in the Crota raid when we're doing the lamps. Just everyone had a different loadout, but someone suggested using Icebreaker because everyone just blows up around you. Because and so like, and that was just one cool way to get the hive off of you as you waited and like in the dark and like getting attacked from all directions, and you just do one icebreaker shot on one of them and everyone just blows up around you. I remember the joy of that.
Fun. Damn lanterns, man.
I remember the first time we found out that the lanterns actually explode. It's like, oh, we just need to stand in this light and we'll be fine. Oh, wait, why is it turning red? Oh, no.
I wanted to move to the next part. So, of course, we can't talk Destiny without talking about this. The gunplay, the weapons, the armor, the right gear enabled the ultimate power fantasy. What is your standout weapon and armor? I just want to say really quick, mine has changed so much, but I don't think many weapon has brought me a joy, but one for sure always puts a smile on my face was Parasite. Any game mode. Even if it was like, fuck it, we're about to lose, launch that fucking bug, blow everything up. Even in PvP, if I could just get it off. 1K as well, very fun. But yeah, just armor-wise, Karnstein and Arnlets, the Warlock ones where you heal on melee kills. You didn't even have to be powered. Oh man, it felt very vampiric and I loved it. But yeah, if you guys have a standout armor or weapon, shout out to Winterbite too, because I love glaives. But yeah, Parasite, 1K, Winterbite.
I really followed the seasonal metas. I think I'd always fall back on an AR, a hand cannon that felt good, and such. But whatever heavy was buffed in the seasonal artifact, whatever, right? Like I just ended up going there. I really just swayed with what they were like. Hey, play this way. I'm like, okay. Like I really just leaned into it, and I thought it was really. I think Beyond Light was one that really sticks out. The whatever exotic weapon they added that shot that stasis beam, you were able to freeze everyone, and I had a nice build and around that where you show your throw, you would freeze them, throw the shuriken, they'd pop, kill everyone around them. The stasis crystals or shards, whatever they call, you would collect them. That would recharge something. Like that loop felt really good. Like I think about that build when I see my stasis. I'm like, man, I should try to do another stasis build like that. I haven't had. It's just really fun that weapon. But yeah, I always just really followed whatever seasonal thing was.
That was a fun trace rifle too. It's like, oh, we could actually freeze people. Cold Heart was just raw energy, but I like that one. I'm looking it up. I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, I'm looking at DIM. It's just not cooperating.
Yes, I'm looking at the app, and it's.
I think I can talk about my PvP loadouts that got me to the most flawless and the most sweatiest. I was a Void Hunter, and I had Gemini Jesters on. So if I dodge, I jam the radars. But since jamming the radars gives you hit points against your enemies, you can locate your enemies too using where you could see on the screen that they're damaged. And then my loadout was Chaperone, and then Not Forgotten when it was still 150 RPM. And so so I would get to a pinch point on a map, I'd dodge, locate everyone, and then since I'm invisible, I go flank them with Chaperone and then take care of them with Not Forgotten, and it was just team wipe that way. And I'd use the other two fire team members as, to hold their aggro while I flank them. That was usually the game plan. And that I think that got me really far in sweaty.
Bought in action. It was, oh man. Ager's Scepter, by the way. Ager's Scepter.
Yeah, too.
That's, and you could like hold it to do like a super beam. Oh man, that felt good.
Yeah.
That felt good.
Yeah. Thorn is a lot of fun too, and Ace of Spades, like those exotic hand cannons, like when you lean into what they want you to do and how to play, like it's just the balance of them, and the sound is so good. It's just
sound design.
they're just also good. Crimson as well got me got me some Crucible
Crimson.
thing I had to get done because I had the
Mhm.
3 shots, so I was able to get the headshot in Crucible. I remember just like relying on that for a long time. I did not play PvP though. That was my least played activity.
D1 Thorn was broken, dude, because you can 2-tap and walk away and they'd burn to death. And that was wild because I used to do that too. Oh my god. And then the pulse rifle version of Crimson, right, in D1, Red Death. Remember that one?
Mm.
Oh,
Oh man.
brother, don't get me started. So,
Uh-oh.
so in D1, Red Death was like the first exotic I ever got. Like for some reason, I just got the worst luck with getting exotics. Like I know Joel and our friend Ben like had like a couple exotics already, but for some reason, I just couldn't get it. And then like the one day, like Red Death just popped open, and it's like, oh, this gun is so cool. It's like I loved it so much. Even when like I would use it until like the end of D1, and it's like it became like my weapon. Like that was the one I would always go to. And then I remember when Destiny 2 got announced and they said that nothing's carrying over, and the fact that Red Death was not in the pool of exotics made me so mad. I was like beside myself. And kind of you're saying, Kyle, like when they showed off Crimson, which is like which became like the successor to Red Death, I was just like, I guess I'll give it a try. But then it turned out to be really good. But yeah, I remember when they officially announced, I believe it was for Final Shape, that Red Death was coming back. I was dead set on getting that gun as fast as I could because it's
Yeah, you did.
I don't know, I don't know why it just like latched on to me. Like it became like if that was the gun that I would be buried in like the halls of time, like in the maze, like that would be the weapon that would appear at my grave. But however, I will give a two little shout outs. One, the Colony, super fun grenade launcher.
That's
I
fun,
love
yeah.
that little shooting out nanomachines and they just track to people. It was so good. And one more recent one, me and Joel just played through Renegade and got the Praxic Blade.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
being
I got a bucket
a Star
lightsaber.
Wars fan, I love that thing so much, especially with the certain build that I have for my Titan, where it's just a defense form, Praxic Blade on a Strand Titan with Banner of War, and just like armor regen as much as I can, defense as much as I can. You become an unstoppable blocking machine. It is so broken, but it's just so damn fun.
And the Praxic Blade
I
is a
knew the
lot of fun.
Praxic Blade was going to be on your top list.
Yeah, they obviously had swords before, but they made that feel
the
real
Crimson
good.
was so much fun. So I have a meme answer and a serious one. The reactions on Gallowhorn in D1, I find on YouTube still tickle me. And the serious one, it's kind of an odd one, but Huckleberry. I don't know
fun.
what it is
Oh.
about.
That's a good one.
I don't know what it is about that gun, but ever since I got it, it's been a mainstay on my Titan with what were those exotics? Peacekeepers?
Yeah, Peacekeepers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just Rampage and everything. Just way too much fun. But there are way too many guns and way too many loadouts to honestly pick a favorite. But But as far as armor pieces go, the Hunter and New Monarchy ones, they're always so clean.
Mm-hmm.
Monarchy, let's go.
I
They ran away, but
didn't talk about my namesake.
Yeah, I missed the faction wars.
Yeah, in D1 they had the that primary sniper rifle, No Land Beyond, and I was campaigning for it so hard to come back in D2, and it didn't. But I know that there was something similar that came out since
New Land
then.
Beyond.
Is it really?
Yeah, New Land
Wow.
Beyond.
Well, I haven't checked that out, but I remember some of the first clips I had on my Xbox was just me in what is that moon map in D1 with the halls. I was just getting everybody with no land there, and I had like collateral kills.
Anomaly.
Yeah, anomaly. Oh man, yeah, that was a good one.
Mike, you mentioned factions, and I remember in D1 being like, "Oh, future war cults like weapons and armor sets look pretty cool." And now I look back on it, it's like, "Oh no, I chose the wrong side."
It's all right. Dead Orbit ran away. New Monarchy funded Future War Cult, so they're all bad. they're
Woo.
let's see.
I really like some of the weapons that do the elemental explosions and then they can kind of stagger and such. So like Sunshot,
Yeah.
Trinity Ghoul,
Yeah.
Risk Runner, like those chain stuff where you just go and you're like, look at it all go, or it just pops off, freezing them all. Like I think Destiny is really awesome when you have the effects start to just shine and go. And when the weapons do that, that's where it's its best. Also,
Speaking on
do
that,
you guys?
go ahead.
Oh, go for it. No, please go for it.
I was going to say, speaking of weapons that feed into each other, I was on the Sturm and Drang hype for the later end of my PvP career in Destiny 2, just because it was so powerful, even in the sweaty situations, because like sidearms would carry, they have good range, but you can still kill people up close. But then my Drang had, what was it? Incendiary or something where the enemies would explode, right? And then that would overload your Sturm with like a power shot. And so I would just stack these power shots and like one tap someone in the body with the Sturm, switch to Drang and finish them off like really, really fast in PvP. And that was just, and I felt like it was just underutilized, that loadout. It was so synergistic.
Yeah. Next, I wanted to ask, this was kind of a point of contention for some people. I get where they were coming from, but it didn't really bother me. It's when they started to do the crossovers. They brought in Fortnite armor and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, then what are you going to do next? They did Witcher. Cool. For me, Mass Effect was killer. I was like sick. I bought that without even thinking. God of War, they did the little crossover with the skins and the finisher. Ghost of Tsushima, and then to my surprise, I never thought they would get Star Wars, but they did. Straight up Kylo Ren, Boba Fett, Stormtroopers, you know. Some people's like, oh, it ruined my experience and stuff. I just wanted to see what you guys think at the time, or if it bothered you at all.
I was fine with it until Darth Vader was just Darth Vader. I think the Star Wars skins that were just Star Wars skins got me where I'm like, all right, like everything else felt just casually a part of the universe, but Stormtrooper's a Stormtrooper. Kylo Ren was Kylo Ren, you know, Darth Vader. So I think that like seeing just Darth Vader running around was just like, oh, I'm not, you know, that's where it felt like Fortnite. But before that, they were tastefully done. But again, I'd take more of those skins if we could still have Destiny 2. So.
I mean, I'm the person that I think to this day my Titan is still rocking the Kratos helmet and then the Assassin's Creed chest armor. But I kind of do have to agree with you a little bit, Kyle, just because like even though like I do like Star Wars, it's like there is a difference between just like putting in the character model and then making something that's like themed to it, because like I think it's kind of interesting because I think those ornaments came out before Renegade was released, I believe.
Mhm.
And
It was like one set, yeah.
And I think the stuff that they did for Renegade actually felt more in line with Destiny than those ornaments did, because like they had like weapons that were inspired by Star Wars weapons, and they had like when you beat the campaign, you got a ship that was pretty much like the Ghost from Rebels. But like looking at like those, like you can at least be like, oh, I could see this being in like the Destiny universe. I can see like this one makes sense. But yeah, like you're saying, just having like Kylo Ren just kind of like charging down to fight Sepet
General
Prime or something
Grievous
like
as well.
that. General Grievous as well.
Yeah. So it was a random drop of Stormtrooper, the Imperial Guard, and then the Shock Trooper, and then Renegades, the Destiny. The whole year 2 prophecy
like
pre-order came with General Grievous, Darth Vader. That was the one that got me, because I was like, all right, it's just General Grievous, Darth Vader, and Kylo Ren straight up. But looking at the other, I pulled up a Game Rant article. Looking at the other ones, like the PlayStation ones, the God of War one does not look like God of War. Like it looks like a Titan helmet, and he might be a fan of Kratos. He found a weird book, a weird copy of some weird game of Old Earth, and now he just drew it because he's like, I want to be Kratos. Like that looks, the Tsushima one looks awesome. Like, yeah. So I think it's just
yeah,
you know,
it's like kind of, and
even the Fortnite ones aren't Fortnite-y.
I forgot there was Fortnite ones. Oh my god.
Yeah, there were.
Oh, God.
They did D&D too.
Yeah, the D&D ones look awesome.
But I agree with you, because like, for example, the Assassin's Creed one for Titans, it was based off of Valhalla, so it was very Viking coded. But like for the chest armor, it's like it has some fur on it, but it's like it looks very Iron Lordy, so it looks in universe. And then the shield on the back, they replaced it with the Titan Sentinel shield, so it's very much like within the realm of like Destiny. But yeah, like there are some weird things. Like I have a sparrow that's just themed after The Last of Us. It has mushrooms on it. I don't, whatever. It's weird looking, but I mean, they have to make money somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the ghost.
Yeah,
Like I
same.
had the cabana. My ghost was wearing a little straw hat, or was in the minivan, with the wood panels on the side. Like that's my ghost for most of the game. So those emotional moments, I was like, man, my ghost is just so unserious. my sparrow was, or not my sparrows, but like the ships were always like, I put on the fun ones, or the like the X-Wing. Like I thought that was cool. I didn't mind that. It's just that when you're running around and you see Darth Vader, it just, for some reason, it just was like, all right, that's the step too far. It felt lazy, I think, really. But I still would have it if I had more Destiny 2. So
So, I guess from my perspective, I'm kind of in agreement with Kyle and Brian, where the cosmetics didn't really bother me as much, but the infusion initially, the infusion of Star Wars theme into a DLC, when I first heard it announced, I thought it was a cash grab. But actually playing through it, it's more Destiny than it is Star Wars, I guess. It has the appearance of like Star Wars themed weapons, uh area in which social area and like story of Star Wars, but its bones are still Destiny. So playing through it, it wasn't bad. I will say they missed a golden opportunity to bring back spare racing during Renegades and rename it Pod Racing League.
yeah.
But Otherwise, yeah, I don't mind cosmetics as long as it doesn't affect the overall like gameplay.
All right. This is the one I wanted to talk about. Why did Gambit fail, everyone? Why wasn't it everyone's favorite except mine? Why was it an issue?
I
Why
love
didn't it take
Gambit.
off? They pumped it up to be this grand thing, and then I don't know, it became the forgotten child.
I want to just say this now because it's very, very relevant, but I think there was an article yesterday saying that they basically made it so you can't use the Gambit armor set anymore. Because apparently there was something happening with it where people were using the armor set in Crucible and it was giving them double ammo.
Oh yeah, they had to take some
yeah.
sets out of Crucible. It still works in like PvE or whatever.
So I just wanted to add that to the beginning of this conversation of just them taking more away from Gambit.
Yeah. They were making Marathon. It's like a joke. It's a real though answer too. Like Marathon, so much of Marathon is Gambit. Is this idea of you're doing your objectives, you're doing something, you're fighting enemies, and you could be invaded at any time. Like just throw the Crucible PvP experience right on the Gambit, and then that's Marathon. So unfortunately, they just saw the numbers not in Destiny. They didn't, and they wanted to make a whole new SKU, and it didn't work. I loved Gambit for what it was. I wish we would have got more seasons based off of it. The Drifter is such a cool concept and character. I love that we get back to him with Eris. Him and Eris, I mean, we talked about it. Like that payoff in that storyline is so cool. He is such an awesome character. I'm happy he's involved in the Fate saga, though we're not going to get more of it at the current moment. Yeah, I wish we got more Gambit, but I really think it's just behind the scenes. They're like, hey, this is fun. We need more to it. Let's make it our own game. They just were trying to do too much, unfortunately, Bungie.
I made a 20-second YouTube video on the Drifter. I made a remix of him doing his dings. May I share it with you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Let me share that. Does it have sound? Can you hear that? Did you hear the ding ding?
I heard it.
I did.
Okay. I just want to make sure first. Okay, I'm gonna play it back.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gambit was so fun, man. It really was. I remember one loadout that I really cherished was, I think it was in like year 1 or year 2 when Gambit was still fresh. The Hunter had the exotic arms that would reload your gun after when you would melee something, right?
Oh, sealed Ahamkara grass slept on. Yeah.
And so what I would do was I was a solar hunter, and I had a fully automatic shotgun. So I would, when it would come to DPS stage, I would just unload one clip of my shotgun, and then I would throw my multi-knife melee, which had incendiary, it would just burn, and then I would just keep unloading the rest of my shotgun like until I had all the ammo gone. So that was like 30 shells into shotgun shells into the boss, and it would just melts. That was a cool loadout and Gambit.
For me, I was always the invader. I would either go in with either Colony or Deathbringer, and just automatically aim and kill like at least 3 people every time.
Mm-hmm.
Deathbringer was a good one.
It's really sad because I remember when like the first demo came out for Gambit, like it felt like there was so much promise there, but it's just like I guess just the numbers weren't there as far as like a player base. So like it just Gambit just never got that attention. And then the one point when they did try to mix it up a little bit, I felt like it lasted like even less of the time of the original like release of Gambit. And it's so unfortunate because like out of Gambit, like we got so much interesting stuff from it. Like just mentioning just like the Drifter alone as a character and having him become up until the end of Destiny 2 just like becoming one of the main characters and a very present character, and having him be like the only character you ever saw age like within Destiny. Like everybody who's like an immortal at pretty much is like, oh man, he's graying up a bit. I don't like Drifter, what happened to you? Get some Just for Men or something. Damn, what happened?
Such a gray.
But also like just Todd Haberkorn like playing the role of the Drifter so well. He's like so is in tune with that character and knows how to be the cool guy and just telling the Guardian to get those motes. Kind of it just I do hope that if we never get another Destiny game, like at least get some kind of like different form of media and like at least have a continuation with what the Fate saga was going to be like, because it's so frustrating. And I know this is supposed to be about Gambit. I'm going on tangents just a tiny bit, but like to have the 9 be a mystery for so long, and then when we finally get to delve more into it, it's like, okay, we're done. It's like, oh, but I don't know. Gambit is something that, even though it was like the least played game mode, had so much influence on other mechanics throughout the game. Because after Gambit came out, how many mechanics within like world activities or dungeons or strikes had something where you bank motes into, or like there's little inklings of just like different aspects of Gambit. So like for something that was so influential on like game mechanics in the game, it's so weird that the mode itself just didn't hold up.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really could have branded it in Renegades as like that whole extraction mode could have just been a Gambit thing. You know, it's the same idea of gathering stuff, extracting, and getting invaded. I understand why they didn't go get to Gambit 2.0, but it's like really the core idea of Gambit is what Renegades is. It's just they had to move on from the name Gambit. But yeah, I wish they would have more maps, more pools, like make it 6, you know, 3 teams of Guardians going at it, something like that, where like make it you could see each other too, like you see each other in the arena when you're loading in.
But they were supposed
I want like an arena cut in half, and you can just a giant wall. Like there they are, I see them like that. They could have done some really cool things with it being an arena, but again, yeah, they just weren't going to go that way. They made Marathon.
I mean, like
fucking Marathon.
I know.
Yeah, who keeps bringing it up?
A little known game, Exoprimal from Capcom.
Oh, dude,
they did some kind of like that, where at first your teams were separated on the map, and then as you get closer to the end goal, like you start seeing like your opponent's team like across the way, and it's like you could try to decide whether or not to like stick the course and like wait until you connect, or like you could like look at like their platform, their like payloads like getting pushed closer, we need to like, you know, plan something out and like, you know, invade them sort of situation. But
It's Renegades, but with every time you load in, it's 2 Guardian teams, so 3v3 trying to do the same objective, and then you can be invaded by a third team.
it's like the trial. It's like the trials of Gambit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
Trials of
they
Drifter.
they have the team to make that now.
Yeah, they really could have done something because game mode was my favorite game mode that involved PvP. Because other than what was that Ultimate Super Unlimited Super game mode?
Mayhem.
Mayhem.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Yes, man. Other than that, I didn't get any interaction into PvP, and honestly, one of my favorite seasons was Season of the Drifter, or Season of Gambit? Season of the Drifter, which one was it?
I think it was the Drifter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got one Gambit, but also that other game mode that was like round based, and you had to defeat like bosses at the very end. God, my memory sucks. But
I'm trying to rattle my brain. There's so
yeah,
many
Are you
like round
talking about the,
defeat bosses.
the Menagerie? That came
Menagerie
out the
was
next
fun.
season.
Oh, the Reckoning.
it. Yeah,
Was it the
Reckoning.
Reckoning?
Reckoning was fun.
The wave defense mode.
Oh,
yeah,
I was looking up just
kind
like
of. It
features
was
for
more.
Reckoning
Drifter.
prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of more you had to defeat enemies, and once you defeated a certain amount, you could move on to climbing the tower.
Yeah.
It's gonna bug me, but
I think it is Reckoning. I think.
It looks like it's Reckoning. Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, Reckoning. That mode is way too much fun, but yeah, Bungie dropped the ball big time after that because they didn't really do a whole lot with any of it. I mean, they got rid of the Gambit Prime armor, which
Oh,
kind of pissed
God.
me off, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Gambit Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Summoning that huge blocker, dude. It was. I didn't do it
Yeah.
often, but when I could, that mega blocker would come. I was like, oh, dude, that's sick.
Oh god, yeah.
Emotes down the drain though on Invader. Oh, definitely was not a good look. I'll tell you that.
Whenever they had a gray bar built up, I'm like, oh, we got invade, and it got my freaking what was the linear fusion rifle that was in your primary slot? Oh man, the one that
there's
busts armor.
Arbalist.
Arbalest. Oh, that
Dude.
was such a good Gambit Invader weapon. Oh my god.
Yeah. Invading with tractor cannon is a fun time. Highly recommend invade
Bonk.
with tractor cannon. Just it's fun.
Oh, you're evil.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I or parasite if you really want to be an asshole. Launch that bug.
Oh man.
Oh, it's just dumb fun.
I love tractor cannon and PvP. I know this is
Or
tangent,
putting a bubble on the balls.
yeah,
Okay,
a bubble on the boss. Yeah,
bubble on the boss is fucked up.
yeah.
Or the shield, the banner shield blocking. Oh, I always thought that was fucked. Like, you're an asshole. Like whoever did that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The Drifter was a cool character. You know how many times in strikes or raids I'd be like, "Hey Guardian, you ever bang a Minotaur?" I have. Like the Drifter
Yeah.
is easy to just settle in and
Yeah.
be fun with. But I mean, we were talking about it. Let's go into. I know probably one of us, maybe two of us, has more experience than the rest. But PvP is a big part of Destiny. Still is, I think. For me, PvP, I started to do it because I was like, I did everything I need to do. What do I do? I still want to play, and I was like, oh, well, the next big challenge is other people. And with this guy. He would, carry me a lot, but I would learn like, oh, you can backpedal. There is like tactics to it. It's not just run in and shoot, and I had a sidearm that had 1,000 kills on it. I was like, damn, I really got 1,000 kills. And then I was like good with it, like quick draw like you. And it's crazy. Like the meta would change, people would adapt. And, of course, it's like, oh, I'm going to stick with my sidearm today, or, I'm not going to switch, or, I will bring out Winter Bite or whatever. But it's just crazy how much it changed. But oh my God, like it's the bitching was nonstop. The toxicity. Oh my God, messages like, oh, what did they say today? Like,
Yeah.
that almost turned me away sometimes, but victory was sweeter. It's like, you were an asshole, but you know what? We fucking won. So I just if you guys did you like I think did Destiny PvP change how you looked at PvP? Because I think it did for me. Like other PvP games, it was like, Call of Duty, I was super sweaty. And Destiny, I had to kind of like work at it. Like, I kind of got better at it when I went to other games too. Just have my methodology and stuff. Just want to ask if it changed for you guys, or did you just stay away mostly, or like, it's too sweaty, whatever, not my thing.
I stayed away. Too sweaty. Those messages were like, it's not worth it. I'm trying to learn and I'm being told I'm garbage and other slurs and other things. I'm like, I'm just gonna go play my modes I'm fine with. So yeah, I did not touch it. Did not do Trials of Osiris. I've like hopped in every now and then, did the random modes, the quick play, but just would never commit time to it because of that purpose. Marathon forcing me to play PvP, I've gone back and I'm like, I actually see the value of Crucible. I actually see how it's fun. I've grown as a player, as a person. I do want to add that I'm not mentioning it again to mention it, but like, I get it. It's just like because I didn't have to play Crucible, I didn't do it. So I was one of those players, and I think that could be to the detriment of the game, or it's a plus of the game, a pro of the game, right? When they make a game that forces you into PvP stuff, no one wants to play it. But then the mode in the Destiny game, not a lot of people played Crucible, right? People can play. What's the winning there? I don't know. So I see what they're doing and messing with, but at the core, it still feels really good. And the fact that they balance both and did try at times, and it worked to a degree, and you have someone who only played PvP and isn't like too miserable about it. Like that's a testament to it. So it's I wish I would have played more back in the day, but like that toxicity, the sweatiness of it, it wasn't friendly to beginners for sure. For even someone playing the whole time, but it just was not easy to get into.
Yeah, for me, it was like I got into game because I quit Call of Duty, and I was like, okay, Call of Duty is the same thing released over and over. I need something fresh, so I got into Destiny. I was like, oh man, this gunplay is great. The graphics are great. The sound design's awesome, and you get powers. All right, cool. And then I would only play PvP to get PvE to get end game content and get higher level gear. And so I didn't really play PvE until I had like a solid group of guys like these gentlemen here to like help carry me through some of that shit, because I wanted to up my PvP game with better gear too. So to me, like the game modes like fed into each other. Even though it's primarily PvP, I learned to enjoy the PvE aspect because of the camaraderie and the commiserating over wipes and shit. Like it was team building.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. As I've stated, PvP ain't my bag. But mayhem and every once in a while solo queue trials just to get some either weapons or armor. Will tickle my fancy, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's the adaptation that I had the biggest issue with, because I'm a slow learner, man.
It's a lot.
And I guess
It is a lot.
yeah.
And that was me in the PvE group too. Like it was like I was a slow learner to get raid mechanics. So whenever we'd wipe, I always felt like guilty, like, oh shit, I didn't do my part. But I'm just a PvP guy trying to get shit. But like, I had a hard time following some raid mechanics. But then like Joel was incredibly patient at teaching everyone, and so that it was very good for my experience playing PvE as a PvP main.
Right? And I think I'm on the opposite side of that, where like raid mechanics and like dungeon mechanics and everything kind of clicked instantly for me. It's just the I guess the adaptation to other people is the chaotic fit for me.
You don't know what they're bringing. It could be from anywhere from 0 to 1,000, and you never know.
Sometimes you don't even know why you go down. You're just like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Like, how do they do that?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know.
And
that guy behind a wall. How am I fucking dead? Like, what the fuck?
or the age old. Or the age old, it's like, wait a minute, how are they able to do that? I have the same weapon, I can't do that.
Yeah, 1,000 times, every time, every fucking time.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I will say though, anybody who like desires to go into Trials of Osiris, good on you, because I tried to hop in with you guys that one time and I was like, wait, so if you lose one match you like have to start all the way over again? And it's like,
that was the old way. Yeah,
that was the old way, like the D1 way. I was like, oh, I'm good off of this. I guess my interaction with PvP is mixed, just because like I would hop in with you guys and like try, but like Crucible was a very much more like, if I had a reason to go in, I would go in. Like if there was a quest or a mission that required you to do like some gambit matches and get some kills off of like off of actual players, I would do that. It wasn't really until Iron Banner where I actually started getting way more down to do PvP. I think a mix of it was like there was a level lock where more people were kind of closer together, so it's like the power creep wasn't as bad. But the game mode itself was just fun for me, at least. And other than that, like I do agree with kind of a mixture of what you guys have been saying about like the differences between PvP and PvE, where it's like trying to understand like the differences between this weapon in PvE versus PvP, because like Bungie will just have two different stats for like one weapon, and it's like kind of understanding like, hey, you might be tearing up the galaxy like on one half of the game, but when you're trying to fight off like Safathun Lover 256, like it's gonna be a little bit different, buddy. Like, I'm sorry.
Safathun Lover's gonna kick your ass too. They don't.
100%. Like 9 times out of 10, like my one kill is gonna be on accident. Like 100%.
Yeah.
However, I will say this just to kind of throw it in. When SRL came around though, that was my competitive bag. Like that was like, I'm logging in just to do SRL because I want to complete all of my quests. I want to get the armor sets. I want to get the special weapon sets. And this is like back in D1. It's like, I want to get all of the emotes. I want to fill out this book that I paid Bungie $20 for so I can get everything that I want, because like what they did with SRL back then, like felt so good. Like everybody's had their sparrows for years at that point. And it's like, everybody understands what sparrows were. But then, when SRL came around, and the fact that like your sparrows started having stats, and like certain sparrows were faster, certain sparrows were slower, certain ones had better turn radiuses. You had, what was the one from, Vault of Glass? The one that had like the nitro booster that you could risk blowing up if you
Was
held
it
on
Time
to
Breaker
it
or Fate Breaker, something like that? It was some
it
kind
was
of
one of
breaker.
those. It was the only one that had like an extra booster that everybody ended up using. But it's like, hey, run the risk of blowing up and you get in last place. Why not? But like it was that was so fun, and I'm so sad that it took them having the game being shut down or like ending its development life to have SRL come back. and it's not exactly the same as it was in D1. Like all the sparrows are roughly the same. It's like, sure, you have like the surfboard sparrows that some people try to cheese, but it kind of doesn't work anyway. But it's still really fun for me to hop in that every once in a while when I go on Destiny 2. And that's not even to like add on like the other weird silly modes. Like we're talking about Mayhem a little bit ago. But then like the game mode, what was it? Tanks and Mechs.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. Heavy metal.
Heavy
Yeah.
metal.
That
Like
was fun.
it's just silly fun, and it's part of what makes, I feel like, Destiny's PvP kind of stand out a little bit between the other ones. Like not only just like the core gameplay of what Destiny is in general, but like the fact that they can still divert what PvP is to like different types of like multiplayer gameplay that still somewhat works. I'm sorry, Gambit, but like majorly everything's like works out pretty well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about PvP.
I forgot about Iron Banner. That always got me in because the Iron
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lord
Oh, 100%.
motif, the
Good
set,
weapons.
the vibe. But
Yeah.
then I would hop off because I didn't like PvP. But I always want to. But I always, when they added loadouts, I had an Iron Banner set saved. So because like you got those bonuses at that time for
Yeah,
the armor and the emblem and all that. So
Yeah.
whoop, put the loadout, put the emblem on. All right, let's go grind this out because for some reason I'm doing this.
Lord Saladin wants those medals.
Yeah.
And I just want cool knight armor.
Capture the zone or not. Guys, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. Do you think we could put in maybe 15, 20 more minutes? Is that okay? If anyone thinks
Yeah.
we could just only do 15, that's okay too. Definitely got some more questions. Yeah, I don't think we'll hit the 3-hour mark, which is okay with me. I think we're going through pretty good and fast. Just wanted to bring up if you guys really enjoyed the dungeons. I thought and still believe for the longest time, I actually think it is the best experience Destiny has to offer is the dungeons. I do like my great moments, like the first time we get the Stranger's rifle, the upgrade one was always on time, whatever
No
it's
Time to
fucking
Explain?
No Time to Explain. The first time D1, I thought that was amazing. I have a secret mission for it, and then they expanded on it with dungeons. And like I said, Shattered Throne was a cool experience, and Pit of Heresy, so forth, Prophecy, all that. And I think that's where they shine the most. And it's just a good time. I haven't done the Star Wars one. I'll get to it eventually. But if you guys have like a favorite or maybe a good time with it, same for raids too. I know raids are complicated. Sometimes you have to find people, you have to make time. I already said I'm a Riven's Bane, but you know, Scourge of the Past was a big one for me. But I think again, dungeons were the probably one of the best parts, and the weapons, of course, the weapon hunts. Oh my god, it's hours and hours. Do I get okay, you know, but they keep me coming back. But yeah.
Yeah, I grinded a lot of Prophecy, and I totally agree. I think it's dungeons and raids are what makes Destiny Destiny. It's that end game content, raid being like the casual end game, with the dungeons being the casual end game and the raid being like the end game. But where they end up to now, like these dungeons and even the campaigns, but the dungeons teach raid mechanics that they use in the raids, and it's like great game design. That's the longest time it was, how do you get casuals into these raids beyond just finding 5 other people? There was a time investment learning the stuff. Well, you know what? Teach them the mechanics before they get to the raid and then make the raid just hard. And it worked. So I think where they ended up in that design is exceptional. It's really cool. It's what strikes and dungeons are going to be what Marathon needs. And I think that's what they're going to add next season for that. They're talking about PvE experience. That is what Bungie is. They're so good at just from A to Z. That's our goal. That's our mission. That's our dungeon. How you get there is we're going to tell a story and a journey, right? And they're so good at that. I'm really sad that they let that team go. Most of that team is gone from Bungie. So the raid team, which is just awful, because I think that is what makes Destiny really, really good. And like, it's all rumors and reports, but yeah, you know, it is what it is there. So Completely agree. Yeah, Prophecy is the one I always think of when I think of dungeons. That cube room, man, we were
Oh,
stuck on the cube
man.
room for so long, and then when we get past it, just like the relief, and then the other hard one, the final boss room before you get to the long hallway with the boss, right? The triangle room. Oh, hate that thing. It's so easy now playing it, and I'm like, wow, I still hate you. We were
Yeah.
stuck there for just so much. Yeah, so such a good time. Such a beautiful dungeon too.
Mhm.
I have to be reminded about the dungeons.
You soloed one recently, remember? I thought you couldn't do it. You did it. You soloed Pit of Heresy.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
We streamed that too, didn't we?
We did.
That was a challenge. So I guess for anybody that doesn't know, I forget if it was this last year or the year before. We had this like championship challenge, right? And it's like we have like the challenger has to give the champion a challenge and see if they can complete it. And Joel had me do Pit of Heresy solo. What was the time limit? Do you remember?
It was like 4 hours or something. I don't know.
It was
something.
Yeah, it was 4 hours. And boy, was I swearing so goddamn much. Now, to preface this, like I am never like the person that ever does like solo stuff in Destiny. Like I will never do like a solo raid. I'll never do like I never did like solo dungeons. Like I would always wait for like other people to learn the dungeon and then I'll hop in and they'll teach me how to do it just cuz like there's just like not, like at the time like I just didn't have time to like invest in learning a dungeon like firsthand. Um so that was like the biggest challenge for me and it's so interesting to like look back on it now and just be like, damn, there's still a lot of dungeons I haven't done yet just because like I never gave him like a chance. And maybe one day I'll go through the list and unlock them. But like, yeah, like doing that first ever like solo prophecy run, just like damn.
Pit of Heresy.
Oh, Parasite, sorry. I was getting the P's mixed up. Sorry. But no, Pit of Heresy, like yeah, it was just like it was such an interesting time. But like as far as like any other dungeons I can like think of the top of my head, I'm so bad with names. What was the
You're good.
no. I'll
Grasp of Avarice,
I'll have to think
Spire of
about
the
it, but
Watcher.
it was wait, it was the one where you had to go into like the pyramid world. Or not like the pyramid world, but like it was the one that had like the section where it was just like the weave of like different like strands that you had to like navigate down into.
That's Prophecy.
That's
Are you talking about like
Prophecy.
at the Sparrow section? That's Prophecy.
Yes.
Oh, Rainbow Road.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Rainbow
Rainbow
Road.
Road.
That was
Yeah.
such like an interesting like section, like because like we've done it so many times, and it's like okay, there's the right way to do this, but how can we make this fun? And
Yeah.
I always remember every time we attempted it, like we always try to like do something stupid, where it's like, all right, we're gonna if we take our sparrow like off this trajectory, like hope like we could probably land and like just straight shot it to like the end of the section and always fail and like blow up and like fall into the abyss. But I always remember those moments in the prophecy always being so much fun.
I remember being so slow during that section, and then you guys or other people would get to the chest before I did, and I was still like blowing up my sparrow at the top there, trying to get down. I'm like, wait, guys, don't leave the chest yet. I don't have it.
Oh, I remember that. Uh, it's kind of a toss-up as far as most played or favorite. So I would say I've logged the most hours during Pet of Heresy, and especially trying to get the exotic weapon from that, the Xenophage.
Oh yeah.
Does good
But
this weapon.
it really was a fantastic weapon, especially with the catalyst right now.
Mm.
Ooh. And then there was Duality. I think that's got to be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I hate Kyle at the end of that
And
goddamn duality. That shit stressed me out.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done that one.
It's we're probably too strong for it now, but maybe we'll go through it. But yeah, just titles as fuck and the
Okay.
eat a well and stuff. It's like coming back
Yes.
to me now that I'm talking about it. I'm like, oh, this is what you do.
Oh no.
Punch a
So
Scion.
coming back, so coming back to me.
The war memories.
Yeah, the war memories for sure. Soloed Shattered Throne, soloed Pit of Heresy, soloed Prophecy, soloed Grasp of Avarice. The rest, I was like, I don't need to solo them, but I wanted to solo Flawless Grasp of Avarice for that cool pirate ship emblem, and I died literally at the boss. I was so pissed.
No.
I fell in the fucking puddle of goop. It wasn't even like I died. I just fell. My Titan just fucking fell. And I'm so
Damn.
mad.
Oh.
And I'll go
Fell in
back
a
one day.
puddle of-
Maybe I should do it. Just get that emblem and be done with it. But stupid purple goo touched my fucking foot. But yeah, I think Grasp is just cool. I finally got Gjallarhorn in D1. I didn't get Gjallarhorn literally till Rise of Iron. Like it never dropped for me. So I was one of those guys like, I don't need to get this from Zerd week 1. Who wants a fucking rocket? And then never saw it. So
I was the asshole with 12 Gjallarhorns.
yeah. You always got multiple exotics before I would ever get them in raids. I was like, what the fuck is this? But yeah, Grasp of Avarice is fun, and that pirate music hits when you're fighting the boss is like, oh, this is cool. I like this.
And it says they did that one, but I cannot remember it. I think I probably only did it once, so I need to. It's pirate. That's cool. It was during the pirate season. Damn.
All right. Well, guess we'll have to go back with you and just show you some nautical shit. I guess I'll just 2 more things, and then I think we could wrap. I think we have a good flow, but I think a good endpoint I think is in our thing. And if you guys have any questions, we could throw those in too. I think we brought it up earlier, the Destiny killers. It's so funny. People wanted to emulate Destiny, and they wanted to surpass it. And some games didn't even like make it past whatever, Anthem, Godfall, stuff like that. It's just so funny. And then the thing that kills Destiny is itself, which we've always joked about, and of course it was right, and Marathon.
Yeah.
But it's just funny to see like it was so successful, and other things followed it, and they just couldn't keep up internally or not. And I just want to ask if you guys, we kind of touched a little earlier, if you touch these other loot shooters, like I did play Borderlands 2 back in the day before Destiny, and different flavor, but kind of the same. And last year I got into Division 2. I felt like my time with Destiny was ending, and it was, I'm cool. Final Shape did what it did. I did the last seasonal stuff with like Ghost Oryx, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm cool. Edge of Fate looks interesting, but not enough. And I checked out Division 2. I'm still on it sometimes. It's fun. It's, the guns feel good. It's a little more grounded. It's getting a little more wacky. People are complaining like, oh, why do I have this really crazy skin in my whatever? It's like, dude, your gun shoots poison. Shut up. I mean, like you got a drone that literally heals you. Like I don't, but that's just me. So just wondering if you guys checked out any other Destiny killers or loot shooters in your time playing Destiny or when you're done.
I feel like I've hopped into everything. I'm one of those gamers that dips toes in a lot of things. I don't like Borderlands though, so like just not into that series. But did do Division 2. beat the story, didn't do enough like game stuff in those games at all. Destiny kept me on that. But I just, none of them captured the vibe and feeling of how the gameplay, gunplay, story all fits together. There was always just little hiccups. I would always get like lost. Where in Destiny, maybe it's because I played since the beginning, I never got lost, which is funny to say for someone jumping in now. Like you would be lost. But in the other games, I always hit a point where it's, what am I doing? Like, what's the goal here? I'm just chasing a check mark. Where in Destiny, I felt a little more invested in it. I'm surprised that Destiny is the only one that's like really still around. I know Warframe is now the most comparable thing out there, but that is its own thing. But it's crazy. Yeah, you said at the beginning they had a 10-year thing. They said we're Bungie, we're done with Halo, we're at Destiny, we have a 10-year plan, and they did it. And COVID in the middle of that, the roller coasters, ups and down, like they did it. The problem is they bit off more. They did it, and then they're like, let's keep eating. And it's like, no, you should take a break and come back with D3. Like it's okay for us to miss it and just imagine if after Final Shape we got this last Moment of Triumph update a year later, and then a year after that we got Edge of Shape proper, right? Just like give us time to breathe, but money, you can't. And Bungie was chasing sports cars and capitalism, and then they got bought out by Sony. And it just, the money isn't making sense. And it's a lot of it, I think, is their fault, executive leadership, but also a lot of it is what's going around too, which when it all adds up, oof, it's a bad situation. So I don't know, man. It's just it's an interesting thing to see. I'm intrigued to see what fills the void. I think the response to when they say they're shutting it down showed that people want something like Destiny. We'll see if the rumor that Bungie is teaming up with 2K to do a Borderlands, we'll see if that's real. I hate that idea. We'll see if Marathon just becomes Destiny. I don't like that idea. I hope it's a D3 in just a smaller scope. You know, if it's just a D3 that feels like vanilla Destiny 1, but with a story and a longer story, I'm okay with that. Let's start from the ground or something. This IP is really, really cool. I think it's not dead. I don't think they're getting rid of it, but I don't think we'll get another game anytime soon. I have a question that will tie into that later.
So, trailing off what a bunch of what Kyle said, first of all, Pete Parsons was the true Destiny killer. And the 2K Bungie deal is the stupidest decision they can make. But as he said, Destiny is a hard IP to follow. There's very, very few that could scratch the itch that Destiny was. The only thing that I found kind of similar to it is Warframe. It's been kind of getting the same feel, but in a different universe, which is kind of filling the void right now. Funny enough, even the developers of Warframe said the universe without Destiny or Destiny 2, they never imagined it. They wholeheartedly believed that they and Destiny 2 belonged living in the same ecosystem, but the collapse of it was just unfathomable. But here we are.
Crazy when your competition's like, what? You're leaving?
Hold on.
Like Batman and Joker, you know, it's just like, whoa, we have to be here together. We are the same. That's crazy.
Yep.
But it's also interesting to think about because like Warframe and Destiny came around like roughly around the same time. And at first, like Warframe, like it had its fan base, but it it was struggling a little bit at the start to kind of get its identity off the ground, especially when they had to compete against Destiny 2, or not Destiny 2, but like just Destiny as well. Um, but like nowadays, like especially with who's in charge with Warframe, it's like I've only heard from other people who've played like super heavily, like Warframe is like the best it's ever been as far as just like the game overall. And so it has a very healthy like player base there. And like their sentiment exactly, it's just so weird to be in a world where like there is going to be no more Destiny anything for the time being or ever again. Uh, so it's just an interesting thing to think about. But to go back to your question, Joel, there was two games that immediately popped into my mind. Like the elephant in the room, Anthem.
Yeah.
Such a big missed opportunity with Anthem. Like it was during the time where the cracks were really starting to show with BioWare, and how like the heads of BioWare and EA were just so mismanaging what they were capable of doing, and like not having a clear vision. But like what the bare bones of what Anthem was like, it had the makings of a really good game if it had the content and it had the backing to put it in the trajectory of doing very well. Um, the end of the year, or actually no, I think it was like the very beginning of this year, Anthem servers finally shut down. And I logged in one more time like the night before just to check it out. And to this day, Anthem still has some of the best flight mechanics I've ever played in like a third person like action like shooter-ish type of game. Like they were able to figure out how to make a game feel like you're being an Iron Man, right? Like it felt so smooth. Being able to hover in midair and like do your abilities and like fire your weapons just felt so good. And like the different types of frames that you had, like you had your smaller ones that were more agile and light. You had your big chunky ones that like, when you land on the ground, it's like a big thud, and like the earth quakes under you, and just like you're just this big like powerhouse. Or like the environment where it's like your thrust, like when you're in flight mode, your thrusters would have um they would overheat over time. But like if you were to go near water or like go underwater, like it would actually affect the cooling unit of your like suit. And so like it had a lot of environmental play as well. But it was just the fact that it came out, there was no content. um After a year, it just kind of felt like it was just left for dead, and then it took them another like 7 years to finally actually kill it off. Like 6 to 7 years to actually kill it off. It was just very sad. Another one, Joel, you and me played, Outriders,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
a
That
game
was
that
a time.
it was a time, very brief time, that it came out and people forgot about in the next 5 hours. But
Dude, I forgot about it completely. Jesus.
but Outriders was also such an interesting experience, just because it was the same kind of gameplay, looter shooter, third person. You have your powers that you can choose from, different loadouts and different sets of abilities that you could do. But it was so more centered around co-op experiences and having a team and going out into the world, but then also being able to change the difficulty of the world like at an instant. So like the world would level up with you. And it's like the stronger you got, the stronger the world got, and like the better the loot drop. But then at a moment's notice, you could just change it instantly in real time. And that mechanic alone felt so unique and so different. But again, they just focus so much on trying to be the Destiny, or like the next Destiny, that everything else just kind of fell away. There was issues with like the servers. People couldn't play together on the first day it came out. There were still some like glitches as far as like some missions couldn't be completed, or some missions just like instant completed depending on the given day. But it's gonna be interesting just because now that there is no more Destiny in the world, it's gonna be a weird place, because like I know there's gonna be a lot of games that like try to be like the next Fortnite, but like, will there be a next Destiny like game? Like, will there ever be a game that comes close to what Bungie did with this game? And I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel after playing the new Halo, the bonus missions, that rumor that they might be doing a Halo Destiny like is more accurate than not.
Really?
Just it 4-player based game, right? Like a co-op, right? Max 4 players, but there's no multiplayer. So they're only focusing on a sandbox, a co-op sandbox. These missions are there's a Destiny strike where you're on a platform, it's moving through. How many times have we done that in Destiny? And you just shoot the things you pass. I'm like, okay, we'll see. The environment also looks like the inside of Callus's ship in these new missions. It's like white and
I
gold.
did see that. I did see that.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense for that. And now there's no game like it. So I was like, I wonder if people from Bungie hopped over, if Halo Studios scooped some people up, because there's a lot of Destiny-isms in that game, in the 3 bonus missions specifically. So I do think there will be a game that tries, but your end question, will it hit the highs that Bungie did with Destiny? No. This is a special time and place, and like the money it will take up front, companies, and that money's no longer there in games right now with AI, right? So I just think it's too much upfront cost, unfortunately, but man, it would be cool.
I need to get on that Halo.
Really good. A fun time.
Before we throw it to you guys asking questions, and then my last question, which is pretty easy to wrap it up. J Mike, did you play any other Destiny likes? Or I know you said earlier you really only focus on one game at a time, but did you try ever, or it's like, nah, not for me?
I tried Titanfall for like a day, and then I was just like, I'm going back to Destiny. I didn't feel like learning a new. I didn't feel like learning a new platform and investing time into it. If it didn't make the learning intuitive, it wasn't intuitive to me. But to be fair, I didn't give it a good time to do that. But I was just in that Destiny mode where nothing else mattered to me.
Talk about another game that they fucking killed. Oh my god.
Oh, I know. Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
Forever. That single player experience was amazing. I will always say unrivaled.
Yeah.
Last thing before my final question. You guys have any questions you wanted to ask us, or ask the group in regards to Destiny or Destiny killers or gaming?
Yeah, I got one. I don't like we hinted at it earlier. I don't think this IP is gone. I don't think they're going to get rid of it at all. For a long time, everyone has been wanting something TV show, movie related to Destiny. What are we going to get? I think we get something. Is it a Destiny movie or TV show? And do they do live action or animated? I think it's unavoidable that we get something.
I can see them doing an Amazon type of show. Like obviously like they're hurting right now just because like they have to restart God of War due to the injury that happened on set. But I could see Sony being like, you know what, we need to do something with this. Like they already tried to commit with what was that game that they like canceled in 2 weeks? I already forgot what the
Concord.
name. Concord. It's like they're already gonna try to do that with Concord. It's like, well,
oh god, I forgot about Concord.
Dude, they had a whole episode of
Secret Level.
Thank you, dedicated to a game that died before it came out.
Yeah.
The episode came out. But like I could see
I wish Secret Level did something with Destiny. Oh,
That would be amazing.
there's
And it would
so
be
much
perfect.
left on the table.
Yeah. But like I can see if Sony really wanted to, like, I mean, shoot, like what Amazon did with Fallout, like I don't see why they couldn't do something like that with
Mhm.
Destiny. Like
Oh yeah.
they don't even have to like do like a recreation of the story. Like they could just do like a side story, like new characters in the same
Oh yeah.
world.
You could follow like
And
3 Guardians on a mission and it would totally like
Yeah.
we would watch it. Like
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
I think on that
yeah.
note, they definitely should do something animated at the very least. You know, even if it's like secret level or like this team is doing, you know, my favorite strike, the Scarlet Keep, right? That'd be sick. See how these Guardians went through,
Oh.
like, because not everyone plays it right the same way. Like, yeah, you see me poking people with the glaive, and some guys like I would never use that. I'm gonna be the sniper in the back. You know, there's so much you could do. And so much potential. I've even said to friends long ago when we thought it was ending 5 years ago or whatever, like, why don't they come up with a game mode? You're just literally Shax's robots patrolling the area. Like, that's it. You could just drop in little battle royale. Like, there's so much they could do, right? Even in terms of game, like the show, like you could have just Shax on a fucking picnic. We would watch it, right? I mean, it's Drifter goes
Yeah.
and teams up with Shax and they fight Vex for 30 hours. Yeah, we're still watching it. You know, I mean, the potential is there, but we've seen how the Kell of Cars handles money in Bungie, so it's like, what the fuck? We're gonna get a show about driving a car, I guess. I don't know.
Kell of
So,
Cars.
you haven't
Kell
seen
of
that before?
Cars.
Yeah,
No,
keep
I
parsing.
have
I've seen
not.
so many usernames of that.
That's great.
I don't
Yeah.
like this one, but I got a chuckle out of it. It's everyone like the raid banner, like player count 1 million. It was Bungie Studios. I saw that one, like, and it showed the skull. I was like, oh my god. It said bring weapons. I didn't like that. I was like, okay, you could have just said like million player count, like we're gonna raid Bungie, but you know. Anyway, that I digress. There's so much they could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said in the opening, there's over 1 billion stories in the lore that they can mess with, and all they have to do is just, I don't know, sit down and give it to some studio. But you know, Bungie, the 2 steps forward, 8 steps back.
Shit. You mean 7? They love the
Yeah.
7 so much.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. 3 steps forward.
Yeah. Uh, but we'll see.
Yeah. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it would be cool if like they could get some comic publisher just to do like trades of just like different Destiny characters, kind of like how they do for Critical Role.
They did
Like
have like a
Dark,
little anthology. It was very small though.
they had an anthology, but like for like Dark Horse, like they have like a Critical Role like anthology where it's like 1 issue trades of going into like the backstory of just like individual characters. So like imagine if we could get like a Ikora, Zavala, you know, Drifter, you know, or even some like villain characters like Crota or Oryx, or you know, the Vex hive mind, kind of like little bit of like lore stories put into like a comic book form. I think would be kind of like, it wouldn't tantalize like most of the audience, I think, but I think it would be like a cool way to be able to visualize some of this lore that we can't see otherwise.
The way to keep the IP alive,
Yeah.
at the very least.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Any other burning questions, Guardians?
Uh,
Mike, do you have one?
I do have a little anecdote though.
Okay, go for it.
My wife's happy about Destiny closing down. She's been our mistress for ever since we've been together. We got together in 2013,
Oh, wow.
and Destiny's always been the side chick.
Oh,
Damn. That's wild to
Um,
think, because I can only imagine that's like a similar story for so many other players as well.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yeah, my side chick now is Street Fighter. So
You went from the tower to the streets.
yeah.
I do love my
Pretty
spinning bird
much.
kick emote. I mean, finisher in Destiny. I can't believe they still did that.
That
I
was
think my guardian
wild.
doing a spinning bird kick is still satisfying.
I have like a little fun question. Aching back to the Halo 2 days. If there ever was to be like a next step for Destiny, like a Destiny 3 or something like that, and you're able to build a whole new character, it's not your guardian, it's not the guardian you've had. If you were given the option to make a character based on either like an enemy character or like just another life form within the Destiny universe that we haven't been able to touch yet, which one would it be?
First thing that came to mind for me was it would be interesting to have Vex powers. Or just the weird Vex exoskeletons and like I don't know, that was my gut reaction. Was just
milk coming out, teleporting,
and just have like that one small soft spot that you got to guard with your life. What do you think about PvP builds as a Vex?
It's a class all day.
Yeah.
Let me be the hive worm god when I worm around.
Nice.
No, a fallen would be cool.
Yeah.
Give them the light. Let us make our fallen class. Let us have a house too. You can even lean into that, where our clan is our house actually, and we make fallen houses. That could be cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be fun.
Little tycoon fallen builder. I'd play that.
Oh, there it is, man. They had that dating sim that they made in house too. It's like, I wonder what other things they made in house, because a little Destiny tower management game. You just manage the city. Jack's paying taxes.
God.
Like,
So that's
go ahead.
Does anybody remember the lore about the guy who went around killing all the Dredgen?
A little bit.
I'm trying to remember. He was famous for having the last word. I can't remember his name.
Was it Dredgen Yor? Or is it the other guy? I can't remember. I know who you're talking about, though.
Oh, it might have been Dredgen Yor. Yeah. I want one of the Dredgen's powers.
I'll just be a Dredgen.
Oh.
That would be a cool game concept. Just hunt down guardians and last word. Just literally showdowns.
Oh my god.
oh, they're like style showdowns, like Red Dead 2, or like Ghost of Tsushima with the blade. You know how it goes down.
Yeah.
Goes with that gun.
Exactly.
I would choose like a fallen. I would be Mithrax. I mean, I even did a song about him, which I'll promote at the end. So he's just too cool. He's a fallen that gets the light. He has a fucking Lord of Wolves. Like, he's big, bad. Yeah. He goes a little crazy at the end because, he's got spirits in his head. He's cool. And he's come back. He used to be like,
just so fucking cool.
We fought him on Titan, RIP Titan, long gone. And then he's like, yo, I'm back and I'm going to help you. I'm like, okay, sick. Like,
Mithrax.
They sound so cool too.
Yeah.
Welcome to the prison of elders, Guardian.
You know, they reminded me of like the grasshoppers in A Bug's Life. That's what it was.
Oh,
They kind of gave off that vibe of like, yeah, like you are beneath us.
Interesting choice.
I just watched it. I got a daughter
Oh.
on the mind.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Prison of Elders sim? You just maintain Prison of Elders?
Oh my
Come on now.
god.
Come on
You
now.
place the bosses in every room for the Guardians to fight against.
Oh
Like,
my
put the
God.
fuck,
traps
servitor
in.
needs a raise today. Fuck.
Oh. And it's a reverse dungeon builder where you have to keep the guardian out
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
with a tower defense then.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you get the warning. It's like, warning, the team has Gallahorn. Warning, the team has Gallahorn. I just thought of this. How interesting would it be if you were able to, like, either it be a game mode where it was like infection, but the infection was Siva.
Ooh.
And so
that'd be
like
cool.
one person starts out as like a Siva infected like being of some kind, and it's just like going around like this map, like trying to take out the other guardians and like slowly just converting them into more Siva zombies.
What was that Siva pulse rifle? They got to
Yeah,
use
I forgot
that.
Outbreak perfected.
Outbreak.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Remember that melting Galrin? Everyone's like, get it weak one. Galrin's dead in like 1 minute.
Talk about like an underutilized like concept. Like, even though we were able to go back to the area, it's like, oh yeah, Siva's just kind of like, whatever. Like, they made such a big deal when it came out, and then like after that, it was just like, oh yeah, Siva was a thing. It's like a.
Do you think they were working on that red subclass and it was Siva? I know they kept saying, no, we're not. No, we're not. And then rumors, yeah, there's evidence it was. Like,
Probably.
do you think it just makes the most sense, right? Like, it would,
Mhm.
the power set's there. We have the power locked up. It's right there for us to grab and use. And if they can just figure out the supers and the subclasses,
If I were to
That's a
guess,
bummer.
I think that's what Strand became. I feel like if you interchange Siva with Strand,
yeah.
I'm going to take a guess. Because I love Strand. I love that whole campaign. And I still use, I'll just use Strand. I just like ping. I think, now that you mention, I think that's what Strand became. It was Siva. And they're like, we
see
kind of
that.
don't really have a red, we kind of already have a red class. You know what I mean? It's fire. So that's probably why. But
It's orange.
Yeah, I see that.
yeah, but you know them. They got to like be different. I mean, people were asking poison forever, and they finally gave us Strand, but you know, whatever. They could have done it with Siva too, but
Fair, I
That's
guess.
interesting.
well. Any other burning questions before my last one? My last one's short and sweet before we promo ourselves and get out of here. Fly
I got
like
a
our
question.
ship.
Just a really simple question. Trolley raid builds that actually worked.
Oh my
Do you
god! You knew
remember?
I was hoping. I'll start the anecdote off. Because I was hunting Isa Tomorrow so much. One time we did 5 divinities and 1 Isa Tomorrow on the boss. And I posted online once, and some guy's like, "That's not even efficient." I'm like, "No fucking yeah, of course it's not efficient. I've done this raid so many times, I can do it with my eyes closed. Like, just we're gonna do it with divinity and not care." So,
Oh god.
but that wasn't efficient. But I think when they actually buffed Thunderlord, we were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was like, that felt
Thunderlord.
good. It's like, like
Yeah, all the lightning
6
coming out
Thunderlords
everywhere.
or whatever. That was
Yeah.
fun. But yeah.
Or when what was the sniper rifle that shot lightning in a crit shot? Is
Cloud
that
Strike.
Cloud Strike? Oh my god! Like when that was a raid meta, that was kind of wild too, and it just froze people's Xboxes.
Oh yeah, it's like
too.
crashed.
Yeah, yeah,
My Xbox One can't handle it. Sorry. Guys.
yeah. And then was it Riven? We did it's not the Dark Drinker, whatever the legendary version of that was. We just spin it on her foot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Whispering Slab? No, that's the bow.
I think so.
Fuck, what is? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the void sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's how I did Riven. Yeah, that was I got pulled through and did it because of that cheese. I was like, this is my first. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to find a group, and I found one. And they're just like, just do this. Stand in the shield and go.
I always remember waiting for one Titan to debuff with the void and just do the shoulder charge, and like everyone just hangs back while we watch the Titan just run towards the boss. Like, oh, there's our hero.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything.
We usually did meta stuff when you were around. We didn't do joke shit.
Mm.
Joke shit was like Sunday night. We didn't give a fuck. We aren't even clearing this. Let's just throw on some random shit, see if it works.
Yeah.
And once in a good full moon, it fucking would. Like, oh, why'd this work?
I had a trolley PvP build, but it was like fighting lion and a sniper, and it would just like bounce the grenades around the corner and just get everyone.
Sleep on Fighting Lion, man. That shit, it's good.
Yeah.
Oh god, I missed it. What was the question?
But just any memey loadout for a raid or dungeon that comes to mind. That worked.
Oh god. What was that spike grenade launcher? The exotic one that that arc one.
Oh, Anarchy. I fucking love Anarchy, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Anarchy was a good time.
Oh
I
no,
still
sorry, the
don't have
exotic
it.
one. From oh god damn it, it's gonna fuck me. Hold on.
You talk about Scourge of the Past? Is it
Somebody
Anarchy?
else go, I'll look it up.
Unless it's something else.
Are you talking about Alethonium? It's a harvester spike. It's a void or a stasis grenade launcher. You said spike. I've never used this gun. I have no idea what this is.
Looking
It
it up
is
right
a-
now. One sec.
ALETHONYM. Alethonym.
Anarchy.
Oh, it's Anarchy.
So
Yeah.
Anarchy and the new Tanix raid. What was that called? My god, I'm flanking today.
Oh, Deepstone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anarchy and Deepstone Crypt was honestly, I could sleep through that one.
Just fire and forget. That's what it was. And then when they had the grenade buff, where like if the grenade hit them, it would debuff them to take more damage. It was like,
Yes.
so good.
Yes.
So good. Oh, man.
Oh,
Loved Anarchy.
that was so much fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Last question, short and sweet. Then we can get out of here, promo ourselves, whatever. Did Destiny 2 stick the landing? I'll go last.
Short answer, no. Long answer, yes, but it had so much more to go.
If it ended at final shape, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a yes.
I don't
'Cause
know
they-
if I have a good answer because of how I play the game didn't really concern the progression.
It's still going for you,
Yeah,
technically.
yeah.
That's funny.
But I think that's what's nice about it, though, because like different aspects of the game could change your opinions very drastically.
Yeah, I think I said it earlier. You know, they said post Halo, we're going to have Destiny. It's going to be a 10-year story. And they did it. And they did end it well with Final Shape. And they tried to build something new and start something else. And, you know, that's coming to a stopping point. It's not over yet. They can't tell us if they actually are done. It's just like, okay. But as like Destiny 2 stands now, looking back, like when it's on sale, it's $24 for the whole collection. What a tremendous experience that you can't play the whole story. Red War's not there. That's a huge, weird thing. No one can play all of Destiny right now, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
But like the whole experience, the package, what the game is, it's really, really solid. And we're here talking about it. There's so much we didn't talk about. I think they did stick it. It's just bittersweet. It's just like, are you
better.
done?
That's a better example. Yeah.
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 Fair.
I'll say
Totally
yes,
fair.
but at great cost. At great cost. I think that's the best way to put it. But yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for joining. We put in 2.5 hours talking about fucking Destiny 2 and Destiny. Good to reminisce. We could have done a whole 2 hours of just anecdotes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But just, yeah, it was a good time. It was a great time. And now it's the end time. So good game. Always fun to go back in. I could honestly say, though, you guys haven't been playing as much or reaching out. So I haven't been either. And that's okay. 2 years ago, I'd be like, come on, guys. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
let it rest. It could, I earned my rest.
GG's.
My yeah, exactly. GG's. I got my flawless raid in. I'm cool, you know. Yeah. But
Thanks for having
if
me.
you guys want to shout out or promo at the end before we go ahead. This is your moment.
No. It's been fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Kyle. We can joining over from the download queue. My host right now, co-host, he's over at SummerSlam. That's fun, doing that.
Oh shit!
That's right. He is at
I bet he'll have some
God.
stories.
God.
Yeah, him and his girlfriend just got super into it, and it's in Minneapolis, close to them, so they're able to drive over. They're in North Dakota. There's nothing there, so they got to get out, see lights for once. I don't know why I'm coming after North Dakota. But yeah, we do our show on the weekend. It switches between Saturday, Sunday. We're pretty chill. We just cover everything and anything. We have some guests on and good time. So that's over at the download queue.
Nice.
We've guested a few times. They're great. Go check them out. Fun to talk to always.
Well, I guess just do some end of show notes. Of course, soon after this, as we're recording this, me and Joel are going to be going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day. So this coming Tuesday, we'll definitely be talking all of our opinions about Spider-Man Brand New Day and the last MCU movie leading up to Doomsday and Secret Wars, I think. I don't know if there's another movie coming out in between that.
I think it's just Vision Quest is the show in fall, I think. I don't know if they're still doing it, but
so we'll take we look forward
Should
to
be
that.
fun.
Of course, we will be doing that on Tuesday night, same time, same place, right here on Twitch.
If not, it'll be next Tuesday. We'll get to it, but yeah, we'll have a lot to say about Spider-Man for sure.
That's true.
And
that's true.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't call me on that. Don't call me on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just again, thank you guys for showing up. Be sure to check out our page, United We Nerd. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, some other social medias that don't do us any good. Be sure to check out United We Rip, our new card opening one. We do some card rips. This is me with some Gundam stuff. Also, just opening some magic cards. We're chasing a really rare card that costs too much money. We probably won't get. But yeah, United We Rip also. So that's been fun. And also, Mad Mech Monster Mine on Spotify. I have a song called Mithrax the Forsaken. Made it a long time ago. If you're so interested, don't turn it up all the way. I made it like bad EQ, but yeah, it's just, yeah. Thank you guys for joining for this love of Destiny. I think it'll always hold a special place in our hearts, and just the fun we've had. You know, we boot it up, you hear that music, you get your favorite weapon, and you're exploring. Nothing like it, right?